Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short Story 629, The Misadventure of Mr. Barnaby. Intermediate. Mr. Barnaby was a nervous accountant who lived in a tiny flat above a noisy fish shop in Brighton. Every morning he walked his neighbour's pet hamster, Sir Whiskers, because the neighbour was always late for work. One rainy Tuesday, Mr. Barnaby received an unexpected invitation. You are cordially invited to the grand tea party at the Royal Garden, Thursday at 3 o'clock. The invitation was printed on thick cream paper and sealed with a golden wax stamp shaped like a crown. He stared at the card, then at his calendar. 3 o'clock. That's the exact time my bus usually arrives, he muttered. He decided to take a shortcut through the park, hoping to arrive early and avoid the crowd. On his way, he met Mrs Patel, the enthusiastic yoga instructor, who was practising balance poses on a bench. She offered him a cup of herbal tea. "It will calm your nerves," she said. Mr. Barnaby accepted gratefully, but the cup was too hot. He sipped quickly, burned his tongue, and let out a loud yelp that startled a flock of pigeons. The birds swooped down, scattering crumbs everywhere. Embarrassed, he hurried on, only to discover that the Royal Garden entrance was locked. A sign read, "Closed for maintenance, reopening at 4. Panic rose in his chest. He checked his watch, it was already 3:15. He could not miss the party. Remembering the hamster, he ran back to his flat, grabbed Sir Whiskers, and placed the tiny creature in his coat pocket. He rushed to the garden gate, where a sleepy guard was dozing. "Excuse me," Mr. Barnaby whispered, "may I enter? I have an important invitation." The guard opened one eye, looked at the pocket, and smiled. "Ah, a hamster. They always bring good luck." He unlocked the gate and waved Mr. Barnaby inside. Inside, the garden was filled with elegant guests sipping tea and nibbling scones. Sir Whiskers strutted across the marble floor, drawing delighted laughter. Mr. Barnaby finally relaxed, realizing that a little chaos can lead to unexpected joy. The party ended with a cheerful toast to brave accountants, friendly hamsters, and the best-kept shortcuts. Everyone cheered, and Mr. Barnaby walked home feeling lighter than ever. Vocabulary notes. Nervous. Definition: feeling uneasy, worried, or anxious about something that might happen. Example: Mr. Barnaby was a nervous accountant who lived in a tiny flat above a noisy fish shop. Similar words: anxious, jittery, uneasy, apprehensive. Invitation. Definition: a written or spoken request asking someone to attend an event or gathering. Example: you are cordially invited to the grand tea party at the Royal Garden, Thursday at 3 o'clock. Similar words: request, summons, call, beckoning. Shortcut. Definition: a quicker route that saves time, often by bypassing the usual longer path. Example: he decided to take a shortcut through the park, hoping to arrive early and avoid the crowd. Similar words: quick route, fast track, bypass, detour, the opposite of a shortcut. Startle, used in the story as the bird swooped down, scattering crumbs everywhere after his loud yelp startled them. Definition: to surprise or shock someone so that they react suddenly. Example: his loud yelp startled a flock of pigeons which swooped down and scattered crumbs everywhere. Similar words: astonish, shock, alarm, frighten. Elegant. Definition: stylish, refined, and pleasing to look at, having graceful beauty. Example: inside, the garden was filled with elegant guests sipping tea and nibbling scones. Similar words: classy, sophisticated, polished, graceful. Story written by Lumo AI. Image created by Gemini AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into a really quite charming short story.
Yeah, it's about a character named Mr. Barnaby.
That's right. He's this, rather nervous accountant living in Brighton, lives above a fish shop, apparently quite noisy. And he has this, daily ritual walking Sir Whiskers, his neighbor's hamster.
It sounds quite quaint, but there's more to it, isn't there? It
Yeah.
sets up this idea of a very ordered life about to be well disrupted.
Totally. It's actually a brilliant look at how, like, a simple invitation can kick off a whole adventure.
And challenge our assumptions about what's really important, maybe, or
Yeah.
how things should go.
Exactly. So the trigger is this invitation. It arrives on thick cream paper, sealed with a gold crown wax stamp. Very fancy.
Proper invitation.
To the grand tea party at the Royal Garden, Thursday, 3 o'clock,
Okay.
which is the exact time his bus usually arrives. So his routine is immediately challenged.
All right. The conflict.
So what does he do? He decides, I'll take a shortcut. Through the park, you can already feel the plan starting to wobble a bit.
You really can. And it doesn't take long for that shortcut to go, well, sideways.
Well, almost immediately, he steps into the park and bam, he bumps into Mrs. Patel. She's described as this very enthusiastic yoga instructor.
Okay. Friendly encounter?
Friendly, yes, but also slightly delaying. She offers him hot herbal tea.
Ah, nice gesture, but
But he's in a rush. He sips it way too fast, burns his tongue, lets out this loud yelp,
oh dear.
which then startles a whole flock of pigeons. Chaos ensues, feathers and crumbs everywhere.
It's funny how these tiny little mishaps, you can feel so significant in the moment, they throw everything off track.
Completely.
And it connects to this idea of adaptive capacity, how we handle these small derailments. Mr. Barnaby's frustration, especially when he finally gets to the Royal Garden,
Yeah.
only to find the entrance locked. Closed for maintenance reopening at 4. You can just feel the panic.
Oh, absolute panic. His shortcut failed. He's late. The gate's locked. What now?
This is where his resourcefulness, maybe pushed by desperation, kicks in.
Right. This is where it gets really clever and kind of insightful. He remembers Sir Whiskers,
The hamster.
the hamster.
Right.
He literally rushes home, scoops up Sir Whiskers, puts him in his coat pocket,
Okay, I'm following. Where's this going?
and goes back to the gate. There's this sleepy guard there. The guard spots the hamster peeking out, and he just smiles, says something like, oh, a hamster, they always bring good luck. And then he just unlocks the gate for him.
No way. Just like that.
Just like that.
That's brilliant. It really highlights the power of, well, the unexpected solution, like these overlooked things, these weak ties, maybe.
Exactly. Not some grand plan, but a tiny, furry creature.
It wasn't his status or his invitation, really. It was the hamster, a completely unconventional resource.
And inside, the garden party is in full swing. Elegant guests everywhere. But then Sir Whiskers, boldly struts across the marble floor.
Oh, I can picture it.
And everyone just bursts out laughing. They love it. And that's the moment Mr. Barnaby finally sort of relaxes. He gets it.
Gets what, do you think?
That maybe a bit of chaos isn't so bad, that it can actually lead to something joyful, something unexpected.
Yeah, embracing the disruption instead of fighting it.
And the whole thing ends with this perfect toast. To brave accountants, friendly hamsters, and the best-kept shortcuts.
I love that. It perfectly sums up his journey. The shortcut wasn't faster, but it led somewhere completely different and arguably much better for him in that moment.
Definitely shifted his perspective.
It really did. His little misadventure, as you might call it, turned into this crash course in adaptability. It showed how leaning into the unexpected, having that serendipity mindset we talked about earlier, can genuinely lead to joy.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? So maybe the thought for you listening is, what's your unexpected Sir Whiskers? Is there some small detail or connection in your life, maybe something you overlook?
Yeah, something seemingly unimportant.
That could actually open a door for you. Or just bring a bit of unexpected joy when things feel, chaotic.
It's a great question. Because maybe the best shortcuts aren't about speed or efficiency at all. Maybe they're about being willing to take those detours, embrace the messiness.
And finding the hamster in your pocket, so to speak.
Exactly. Finding the surprising solution right there amidst the chaos. That's often where the real breakthroughs and the real joy can be found.